Welcome to the Elegance Of Nae podcast. I'm your host, Nae, and on this podcast, we talk about a variety of topics with amazing stories. Let's get into it, shall we? Hey guys, before we begin the show, we just want to give a quick shout out to TC's Art Gallery. That is T as in Tom, C as in Cat, S as in Sam, Art Gallery. They do amazing social media advertisement, logo design, website design, and they even help with social media management. Check them out today at TC's Art Gallery, LLC.square.site. All right, let's start the show. Welcome back for season 2. I am so happy to see you. I am so glad that we are in a new season. And for those that are new, welcome to the Elegance Of Nae podcast family. We're so happy that you are here and that you are joining us. This podcast is dedicated to our amazing guests that we have, where they can come tell their stories about themselves, their careers, and the lovely topics we have. We have so much in store this season, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear every last one of our guests. If you haven't already seen our advertisement for each one, just to see the roundup of who's next, and we wind up overbooking to where we are ready for season 3 already, so please stay tuned for that. I am so excited. It's so much to get into. Let's begin. So I kind of want to go back a little bit off of what we briefly last discussed from my solo episode. I know the first couple of episodes were kind of heavy, and it's just really of me being so transparent with you. I just really wanted to be open, and just be able to express that we are all human. We all go through things. I may on the outside seem so bubbly, so open, so expressive, so positive, and I am that way. However, everyone has a story. Every single person has a story. We all have a story, and to be able to elaborate on that or express that or to be able to discuss that, it goes a very, very long way. And to be able to be on a platform and get the feedback that I did after expressing or sharing my story of the things that I experienced, whether that's grief, whether that's just losing something so dear or close to you, it goes a long way, and everyone gets affected in a different way. It depends on your support system. It depends on your vulnerability. It depends on how you digest the situation. It goes a different way every single time. And I feel as if everything happens for a reason. We all go through things to learn something new, to gain something from it, and to be successful from it. And I feel like if we don't discuss or at least elaborate how we're feeling or dealing with our emotions in the mix of the moment, we're going to bottle it up to where it's going to escape and unfold at the wrong moments. And that's happened to me too, where I've suppressed all of my feelings or my emotions when I didn't want to cry in front of certain people, or if I didn't want to talk about certain things, whether that's with my past relationships, whether that's with my past in general. I just bottle it up to where I just didn't want to express it. I didn't want to go through it, and long and behold, eventually it caught up to me, and I wind up having to express that. I wind up having to elaborate how I'm feeling and elaborate why it affected me the way that I did. And the fact it got to a point where I had to apologize to those amongst me that got the backlash of my emotion because I chose not to express it or let it out. So we all got to really realize that sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's okay to walk away from where you are, to take a breather and have that moment. Because if you let that bottle up, if you let that emotion take captive of you, eventually it's gonna be powerful and take over you to where you're not going to be able to express the way you want to express. Your words can be jumbled, your thoughts can be mixed and you're not giving the right emotion in the heat of the moment of what needs to be met in that moment, you know? So I feel like as if we all don't experience that and don't learn from it, it'll definitely take over and it'll learn from us, or we'll learn from that moment within itself. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if we don't take captive of it, it can go in so many ways, and it can be a good thing or a very, very bad thing. So I kind of dealt with that a little bit, you know, and the amount of feedback that I just got from people that were supposed to be parents, people that dealt with grief of losing a very close loved one, those that just wanted a little bit more advice of how to handle the emotions, how to stay positive, how to push forward. And I don't mind any of it. I don't mind it at all. I would rather for someone to come to me and ask me a valid question, or to be honest, or to express how they're feeling and get a positive reaction out of me, versus someone that's less understanding, that's negative, that's not so welcoming. And, you know, I'm a very honest and raw, blunt person, and I will react how I will react. However, I would rather react positively versus someone trying to get a negative reaction out of me. You know, I don't like being negative. I don't like being in a atmosphere that feels off, that feels weird, that doesn't feel like the genuine reality of Nae. And that's not who I am. So that's why I make sure when it comes to the heat of the moment or emotions, I want to stand clear on how I'm feeling, or what emotion comes to mind, or how can I help someone through this moment if I were in their footsteps, or if I know certain things that I can help that can give or uplift others. That's usually how I am. That's just me. So we are in a whole new year, 2024. We are in a whole new year, whole new experience of beginnings, the whole new month of the year. And I mean, the first month of the year, I feel like it's going to be so many things to happen, and that is to come this year, that is going to be so breathtaking. I feel like it's going to be way more cheers and less tears this year. And for those that are listening, hashtag in the comments, more cheers, less tears. So you know that this year is going to be literally that, cheering yourself on, accomplishing new goals, having new positive moments, and really upholding yourself, uplifting yourself. So you know that I did that. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear that. I want to feel that from you guys. I want to know your stories too. Either comment to us in the description down below. In the comments down below, Or, you know, reach out to any of our platforms and tell us your story. You can do it anonymously, or you can say your name and give us, you know, if you want, I'll have a segment where it's dedicated to our fans or our listeners. I'll have our listener segment where we'll do anonymous stories, and I'll let you guys send in your stories, and I can read off your accomplishments of hard moments, but you came out of it. I would not mind that at all. Of course, be truthful and honest, but I feel like that segment for a lot of people would also be an eye-opener of showing others that they're not alone, that they faced that as well, and that they got through it, and it took a minute. It's always going to take time to get through things that we're going through. I feel like if we are not faced with reality checks, sometimes we get so caught up in the fantasies that we're so drawn to, that doesn't feel real in the heat of the moment until you get, you know, hit back into reality. Like, it's like a wake-up call of understanding and and undergoing different circumstances, different moments. So I feel like if we have those moments, we'll be better to be able to take the next steps, to be able to be dedicated, to be able to be elevated in the ways and the aspects that we see and go for one another. And I'm so here for it. I'm always here to cheer people on, even uplift people that are just going through moments in the heat of the moment. It doesn't matter where it is. It doesn't matter where you are. I'd rather see you shine so bright in the best light rather than see you fall and no one helps you up. I'd rather to help you, guide you through those moments of when you're having a hard moment, and uplift you and show you that you're going to be okay and you're going to be able to get out of this, versus having someone that's in your corner that's pushing you further down into the dirt and pushing you and making you fall. I'd rather uplift and see people doing positive things and healthy things in the heat of the moment, rather than have someone face down and not understand how to get up or get out of either toxic situation, a addicting situation, or abusive situation. It's so many different things that can come off as extremely negative, even though we all need that true positive light of things. Now, I'm not talking about a positive positive sexual thing, because some people take it that way. I gotta clarify that. No, we're talking about positive enlightenment moments where we're going through our days with a smile instead of a frown. We're trying to really push through, trying to have those moments. If we need to step away and have a crying moment, have that crying moment. It's okay to not be okay. And I had to get taught that so many times myself. It's okay to not be okay. You have moments. We are human. We have emotions for a reason. We have feelings for a reason. But do you dissect those reasons, or do you sit in that moment? Do you have those moments where you're like, I want to understand, why am I angry right now? Why am I so upset? Why is this bothering me so much? Is it really this moment, or is there more to it? Am I really going through this right now, or is it someone triggering me to go through this moment right now? Do I need to step away or remove myself from this person or this situation? Or is it deeper than that? Do I need to dissect it? Like, do we really ask those questions when we're going through the heat of the moments? And do we also understand when we are going through the heat of those moments? And I don't think a lot of us question that much. I don't think we question each other at all about how we go about things, our insight on things, how we elevate on things. And I feel like that goes and plays a huge part in a lot of things. And I feel like if we really push ourselves, if we really uplift ourselves and better understand ourselves, let alone love ourselves, we can grow it to be someone totally different. I always say, how can we love someone else without pouring into ourselves? Have you sat back and really said, I love you today in the mirror? Have you sat back and said, I love this version of me? Or do you have moments where I say, I don't really like this version of me? And if you do, have you thought of, how can I change that? How can I uplift myself? And sometimes some people don't like the versions of themselves at the heat of the moment because of the people they surround themselves with or their surroundings. Sometimes certain things brings out the worst versions of you. Little do we pay attention to. Sometimes we have moments where you really want to dissect where you're going with life, how you want to go with your life. And I don't think a lot of people question that. And the fact that we don't question that speaks wonders. Why does it speak wonders? That's the point of knowing, of understanding, trying to flow with it, of trying to better manipulate the circumstance, not really manipulate, but dissect or try to really, understand where you're going with it. I understand that a lot of people are trying to be themselves, but when they're around others, they're being someone that they aren't. And I wonder if those same people ask themselves why. Is it to fit in? Is it to be shown as someone that you're not, as someone that you're trying to really look up to be? Or is it because you want validation on something? Or do you need clarity on something? Do we really ask ourselves that? Like, truly? I want to know. Do you? It's shout out break time. We want to give our love and support to Grind and Hustle Youth, LLC. They help ages 15 and older with business etiquette skills as far as building your resume, helping with your dress attire, and make sure you're ready to go for a job interview. They also have classes too. If you're a member, you can join their music class, their podcasting class, first aid, CPR, and so much more. Check out their website today at grindhustleYouth.square.site. All right, back to the show. Now, what's in store for the Elegance Of Nae podcast this year? Like, it's so much in store so far. Like, I've been loving the amazing, beautiful stories that are happening within this podcast, this family, this union, this community. I'm loving every piece and aspect of it. I've been loving the feedback of those that love our previous guests from season 1. They are already having part 2s that are out actually, so stay tuned for every last one of them. But you have to be a subscriber in order to listen to them though, and they will be on our Patreon as well. So please, let's stay tuned for that lovely jazz, that lovely goodness. But also we have new faces for this season, and so many faces coming soon for season 3. So I'm really excited for everything that is to come for this season, for me, for everything I'm putting my heart into, my all into, my time into, because I really value my time and other people's time as well, especially with me having a very tight schedule. I am the founder and owner of TC's Art Gallery. I am the founder and owner of Grind and Hustle Youth Mentoring Program. I am the founder and owner of Helping Hands Community, my nonprofit. So I have my hands extremely full, as you see, and besides me doing my podcast, I am going expeditiously crazy with really being on my toes of getting things done. But the great thing is I plan things out thoroughly. I don't play that last minute stuff. I am not a last minute person. I don't like it. I like being on time, and I definitely like having everything that I need to show that not only am I a professional human being, but very organized, because I am. I don't play that. I like organization, truly. So for me, it speaks wonders. It shows that when you're a person of organization, or you like being on time for things in a timely manner, it shows that you have a great character. At least to me, this is my take on that. I feel like it's showing you have great character. You carry yourself differently. You value things differently in every aspect and versions of you. And I value that personally, because if a person I hire or wants to work with me values their time, values their creativity, values the things and energy that they put into things, I pay attention to all of that, and I make sure to value that and make sure you're being heard and listened to as well. And usually a lot of people ask me, how do I have time for 3 businesses and a podcast? And I'm like, valuing my time is everything, and organization is everything. So being able to sit down and organize and plan out things accordingly is the best way and the only way so far that I'm able to have time for everything. Like, I do my art business throughout the week with my clients. I do my mentoring program throughout the week as well, but I plan accordingly. And I also, it's kind of like I do certain businesses in seasons along with my podcast. Like, I do all my recordings in a certain time period, and I plan it out, I schedule it out. I literally do things accordingly, and it's more effective that way just for me. It may not work for everybody because everyone is not me. Everyone is different. Everyone values things differently based off of their characteristics, based off of their character in itself, based off of things that they've been experiencing. So the fact that, you know, I can validate that for myself shows and speaks a lot of ways and things too. And like I said, I value that in others as well. And a lot of I've been questioned a lot on what was my vision through each aspect of my businesses and my podcast. And it's really each one of my businesses are different versions of who I am. But in reality, it just shows how big my heart is. Because I love helping people. I love giving people the help that I can give based off the services and the knowledge and the acknowledgement I can give to those that are in need of it. I do not mind helping those that are in need of something if I can provide that, you know. And that's why I created the things that I did. I started with my first business, TC's Art Gallery, and with my art business, I get to be creative. I get to help other businesses besides me grow and be effective and show others what they're made of based off their story and how they carry themselves and things of that nature. And then with my mentoring program, Grind and Hustle Youth, we help ages 15 and older with business etiquette skills and being able to prepare them for the work fields, being able to work on your own if you want to be an entrepreneur, you know, because we also offer various classes that you can join, whether it's CPR, podcasting, music, robotics, CPR, first aid. So we offer so many things, and that's just a few of them that I just can name, and CDL as well. But we offer a lot of these classes, and now we're not giving out licenses. However, we help you with step-by-step of the knowledge of each field, giving you the hands-on experience of each field and making sure that you know what you're getting yourself into if this is the field you want to have a career in. We're just guiders. We're mentors in a way that we're kind of like a big brother or big sister that's on your head about your goals and making sure that you're being heard too, and that you're being seen, and that you're feeling like, you know, that you get the love that you need, that mental stability. It's kind of like we're your planners in a sense too. So if you have a planner or you want things to be done a certain time throughout the year, we're helpers with that. You know, we're a very affordable program. We're very lenient and very helpful. We love helping each and every one. And if you would love to be a volunteer or become a mentor, we'll, you know, of course, have a meeting with you, train you, do a background check. Of course, we have to for the safety of our kids. But yeah, if you are a person that's down to help the community, that loves to help those in need within the city or then some, because we're trying to branch. Once we accomplish, Michigan, we're going to branch out and do what we need to do. But for right now, this is always a start and this is a beginning. And I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing anything at all. Because as soon as you rush on things, you can't embrace the impact that you're about to get yourself into. So when you take your time and you cruise, things come accordingly and things come timely when you need it to be. So that's why I take my time on things. I don't try to rush anything, because I know as soon as I try to rush something, either I missed something or I bumped into something and now I have to start over or try again. So that's why I always, pay attention to things like that. And far as my new nonprofit, I'm still working on it. However, it's called Helping Hands Community, and we make weather-oriented baggies, and we go out and pass it out to those that are in need. Our biggest goal is to just help so many people as we can. Of course, we're not sitting up here recording it or nothing like that. No, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel genuine. We're not those type of people that do it for validation to make other people like, oh, they're doing great. No, we're doing it because we want to do it. We want to help those that are really less fortunate, that are out here that aren't able to take care of themselves or just need a little help. Like, we may not be able to give you a place to stay right away. No, that's not where we are at this moment. However, we will help with, if we gotta, give you something to eat a little bit, or help you have something to keep you warm or keep you clean, or, those little things. Sometimes the little things speak louder than the big things, until the big things hit you with that good impact and you feel all of it. So, we speak wonders, and I chose to do each one of these positions because it speaks more of me and who I am. I've been doing each one of these things since back when I was 18, since I was younger, and then some, because I was creative even younger. But going into my adulthood, I just wanted to just give more, help more, and be more within the community, be able to really genuinely be there for people. And I'm just here for it. I can't wait for what God has in store for me this year and what He has placed out for me that I am mentally and physically prepared for. And I'm so here for it. I am here for everything. And I can't wait to really just genuinely help people, especially if they are really in need of something and I have the services or the mindset to help with that human being. I do not mind that at all. But if you guys want to help with any of that, far as community, far as Helping Hands or my youth mentoring program, definitely reach out. Or even if you want to help at one of my art events and you just want to get an experience of how it is to be a business far as an artist, if you're carrying yourself within your name, if you have your name as a LLC, come talk to me. I can help you. I can show you the steps that you need or that you would like to know far as what to do on certain things. Definitely reach out to me. I do not mind that at all. But thank you so much for coming and listening. I truly appreciate you coming today. I hope that your mental is good today, that you have a great day or good night. I hope tomorrow is a greater day for you. I hope the week is a great week for you. Hope this year is a good thing for you, or you have new things you learned, new things you accomplished. I am rooting for you. And if you haven't heard already, I am so proud of you. You did very well today with accomplishing something you didn't, that you've been meaning to accomplish. It may have taken a minute, but you did it, and I'm so happy for you. If you graduated, congratulations. You did it. You did amazing. Congratulations on all your credits. You are pushing through. If you are soon to graduate, congratulations. You are almost there. Keep going. Keep pushing yourself, you know? Like I said, KGG all day. Keep growing and glowing. You got this. If you're having bumpy days, that's okay. Just brush your shoulders off. You got this. It's going to be okay. You can push through this. It's just take one step at a time. If you are overwhelmed, or if you have anxiety, or if you're having depressive thoughts, just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. Take a moment to step away, whatever is getting you anxious, and live in the moment for a moment and say, I am okay. I am going to be okay. You are okay. And if you need any extra support, or if you need any advice, or if you just need an energy booster or an insight on anything, contact me today. Contact Nae. Talk to me. I do not mind helping you. If you need a little bit of motivation, uplifting, you know, I'm all here for growth and positivity. So talk to me. Until next time, love you guys. Have a great day. Stay amazing. God bless. Bye. It's a wrap. It was great seeing you. We're so happy you joined us for this episode. Can't wait to see you next time. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check out our information down below in the description. See you till next time. Bye. Coming up on next week's episode.
Detroit has always had a special place for me. Like I said, most of my friends and family is from Detroit. So I would always go to Detroit every chance I got when I was little, even up to now.
Right.